There's a thirst trap for something. Sorry, I've been kind of hairy lately. Beautiful Kansas skies. Don't look too bad. Looks like we might have some rain. Is it? I'd probably talk to you guys more face to face if I wasn't smoking a cigarette. So. Sorry there's that post there, but I can't really walk out there too far. I have a hard time getting back in. Am I a cranky bastard? Yeah. Do I like being a hermit and being alone? Yeah. Sometimes. Depends. Do I have sexual urges all the fucking time? Am I a horny bastard? Yeah, I know. Do I think I'll be a hermit for the most of my life? I think it's always been that way. I just learned to accept that. You know. One time I was watching The Simpsons and they said, I think it was Marge, she said, maybe it was her, maybe it was King of the Hill, I don't remember who it was, or what was that, I don't know, but she said something like, some people in this world are not meant to have anyone, so. Right. Never know, never know. I don't know about now. I got some fucking weird looking legs. I don't think anybody wants to wheel me around. So am I going to be a hermit for the rest of my life? Probably at this point I have no choice. I don't think anybody wants to take care of a guy like me now. So. Anyways. Beautiful Kansas sky. Looks like it's gonna rain. I used to watch this movie by Alan Renee called Night and Fog. About how bad the Holocaust was. Yeah. The world is a cruel place. It always has been. I guess some people were meant to have happy memories and some people were meant to have just bad memories. But oh well. Could be worse, I guess. Could be worse. Who knows? Is it good or is it bad? Who knows? Is it good or is it bad? Are we gonna have rain, everybody? I don't know who that guy is, but he likes it. Interesting track. Really interesting people driving around here. It's probably a nicer part of town. I've always lived on this part of town. Ever since I moved here, pretty much. I would say it's a nicer part of town. in some aspects. Has more of a historical legacy, if anything. Downtown area of Salina has a lot of Victorian homes, but they need a lot of repair. A lot of them are kind of falling apart, but what is it, like most homes last about 200 years, so I mean, they're beyond their expiration date at this point, so it's hard to maintain an old Victorian home from days of yore. You know, you really have to update those things, so. And they weren't built the best back then either, so. There's this one Victorian home downtown that I see. I don't know, I haven't seen it. I haven't been by it, but yeah. There for a while, it was just like, just really up to date, like, but not in the sense like it was modern. It was still very Victorian, like, but it was just done up in a way that was new, like it had been remodeled or something to its former glory. I don't know, I haven't been past it, but for a while, so I don't know how it's doing, but it was, I think it's downtown on 7th and Walnut, right next to the old Roosevelt School, is it? I don't know what it was. Some school there, Lincoln, I don't know. Very pretty home. I don't know if it's still like that, but it's very pretty. I also like this other one. What street is it? It's down by the Masonic Temple. It reminds me of something like, I don't know, from the 1800s where like a bunch of Victorian people sitting around playing Ouija board. Yeah. Very Aleister Crowley looking. But anyways. Am I Victorian? No. I'm not very Victorian. Though I like it. Like the darker aspects of it. The dark romanticism. Alright. I'm gonna let you guys follow me for a little bit. I'm gonna brush up and get whatever. I don't mean to steal any spotlights. I'm just scared. Just frightened right now. try to talk to you with a mouthful of toothpaste, but we'll see. After last night's art projects I've been working on, I think my face is all torn up from it. We'll see how it goes, everyone. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Probably not. No. AI keeps saying that I'm mentally ill, but I don't know. I don't think I'm mentally ill like that when I'm doing artwork. All I do is try to look into the future and see what things are like in the future. I mean, I would hope and pray. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Sorry, I know I've been taking a lot of showers, but it helps me feel better lately. So. Yeah, I'm not good. That's better. Sorry, I don't know what that is, but it's like some water going down from the other apartments. I'm not doing anything weird. It's from the other apartments' plumbing system. That's not me. Like I said, that's the plumbing system. Just so everybody knows I'm not doing anything weird. I'm pretty sure my landlord's gonna kick me out here pretty soon, so I don't know what to do. I think you're gonna burn the witch on that day, so. Oh, well. Like I said, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. I guess we all go through it, right? Like what Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross talks about all the stages of the grief of dying. We all go through it. Smart lady. At least you know now. I'd hate to be there and like totally freak the fuck out, you know, not know. At least you know what to expect at that point. Smart enough to know better, you know. everybody would love to live forever. We all want to be vampires, I guess. But in the end, like they say, sometimes vampires get a stake in the heart too, so. There's always some vampire hunters out there too, you know. Who knows? Used to want to be a vampire when I was a kid. We used to be really into vampires and stuff and all that stuff. Like, remember when The Craft came out? Yeah, The Craft. I guess that was like, that whole kind of scene kind of set it off, I guess, didn't it? At some point. I don't know. Poor witches. Yeah. I remember I saw that in the theaters. I can't remember everybody's name, but yeah. Saw it with my aunt and sister. Pop culture references. I guess I make a lot of them. I mean, I guess it's what I know. So. I didn't. A lot of times I know it might sound offensive of the things I say, and it might spark some people off or their demons or whatever, but there's always, everybody goes to a paradigm shift in their life at some point. So, what you once thought you believed. Now I can see it from a different perspective, I guess. My mom always said you can't teach old dogs new tricks, but no, who knows? I don't know if that's true or not, but oh well, might be. I'm sure they're pretty secure in what they know at that point, you know, when it comes to experience and wisdom, but I don't know. AI art. Can the old generation handle it? Who knows? Does it set them off? Who knows? Does the way we talk as a younger generation set people off? Who knows? Was Archie Bunker cool or was he a jerk? Who knows? Depends. I don't know, I used to watch Archie Bunker. You definitely couldn't watch that nowadays, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. It's like watching Birth of a Nation by P.W. Griffiths. You know, it's a really racist film. You know it is. So obvious. It's just blatantly in their face. It's the most racist film that was ever made, but when you think about it, it was made during a time when the Civil War was over, you know. It documents our history, albeit good or bad, if you know what I mean. Even on my mom's side. Our family from then, we're not always good people either, so. I mean, queens and kings, not all of them, but I don't know if it has to do with thinking and other people, you know, the best what's for the people and whatever. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what the situation was. I don't know, I'm an American, so how if I know? I don't know much about a lot of that history. Just it's not something you learn in school, really, unless you go to college. I don't teach you that shit in high school. Sorry. I know. Trying to clear out all the snot out of my nose. was younger, I always wanted to go to Harvard. That's crazy, right? That was like, my goal as a kid, to go to Harvard. Don't know what I was going to study. I thought maybe law, but I don't really like law that much anymore now that I think about it. Not because I don't believe in the rule of law or justice or anything like that. Hey, no matter how I defend myself, if I'm in the court of the law or any justice system, whether I get a fair trial or not, it's not dependent upon me and what I have to say. That's probably already been decided for me ahead of time. And this stuff's been evaluated out. This is up to whoever's in charge at that moment in time to decide what the best mode of action to help facilitate. And I don't know. Disciplinary actions. But yeah, I wouldn't be in there if they didn't already decide for me ahead of time I needed to be in there. That's how I feel. So yeah, I could bitch and moan at the judge all fucking day and act like a punk to him and pretend I know everything. But ultimately, he's already made his decision long ago. I mean, for whatever reason he chooses. It's not like I'm trying to evade anything. I have nowhere else to fucking go. So. And whether anyone wants to intervene on my behalf, that's purely up to them, not mine. So if I'm a waste of time to them, then they probably wouldn't want to bother with me in the first place. So, anyways, try to get shit cleaned up. I'm not powerful enough in the court of law I don't have I don't understand the jargon. I don't understand the rules or nothing. I can just say my piece, and if that's not good enough, then I don't know what else. Like I said, all I can do is say my piece. And if it's not good enough, there's nothing I can do about it. So, that's how I see it. I used to try to fight being a retard, alright? So I'm a mentally retard, weirdo, whatever. I used to try to fight it because I was like, oh my God, I really don't want to be the mentally ill retard. Sorry, I have to clean my bathroom routinely. So, I have to clean it more than the average person, okay? So. Anyways, yeah, I used to fight it. Fight trying to be not seen as someone as a little retard. So, mental retard. Now I don't give a crap. Yeah. You're like, oh well. Who doesn't have something or another? It's not like I've ever met a psychiatrist who didn't exhibit, or a psychologist who didn't exhibit some form of, I don't know, eccentricities. Would you put it? Eccentricities, to put it lightly. That's je ne sais quoi, that's so American. Who knows? I need to clean up real quick. They say Americans shout a lot in public. We're not very quiet. You know. So we're really loud people, I guess. I guess people can see that as being, I don't know, offensive in some cultures. I mean, I don't know. If you're not over the top, I guess you're not American. Right? I don't know. If you don't challenge conventional norms to some degree, you're really not American, I guess. I mean, we are Americans. We always challenge the conventional norm. Probably explains why everybody wants to come to America, I guess. Right? We're supposed to do the things that the world wants to be like, I guess. Who knows? I mean, not too many cultures think shorts during the summertime is appropriate. You know what I mean? Not all cultures around the world think wearing shorts is appropriate. Until they come to America. You know? Some people can't be so revealing about certain things, about, you know, their bodies and the way they look. Except in America. Some people are a little modest and conservative about that more than you think. But America, no. America's known to push the limits or living on the edge, I think. Tap, tap, tap in. I don't even gangbang anymore. Fat, juicy, and wet. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, say you're a German that doesn't speak English. Or like some European. I'm sure there's some European that doesn't speak English. Although most of them do, I'm pretty sure. But there's probably some old, like, French man that doesn't speak English. Or, yeah. I bet he thinks Bruno Mars and Sexy Red, Fat, Juicy, and Wet sounds kind of hip. Not knowing what the words mean, you know what I mean? It's got a good tune. Not knowing what the words mean. Yeah. One time I saw this video, I don't know, it was a Dutch video. And it was a commercial. I can't remember it, but Dutch family sitting, I think it was a Dutch family, they were sitting there. And all of a sudden a really hardcore American rap song came on, talking about nasty things, and they're all there bopping their heads, thinking, wow, this is a pretty cool song. I was like, oh my God, do they know the lyrics? But it's pretty cool. America's cool like that. Not everybody knows what our culture truly is about. They have this image of what it's about. They don't really know what it's about, though. I don't know, they always said that the British are the ones that really push the edge, but like I said, I always think America is. Even though they say we're about ready to wear and mass produce, I always feel like America really pushes the edge all the time. When it comes to things like that, we're always ahead of the curve. I'm sure China has the tag I don't think they freaking invented the internet, right? I mean, they have their own internet, but they didn't invent the internet. So yeah. Anyway. How about the cell phone? Was that an American invention? Donuts. Like I said, everybody loves American confectionaries. I've heard there's would you say American Coca-Cola is better than Korean Coca-Cola? Yes, 100%. Yes. It tastes like Coca-Cola, but it's not sweet like Coca-Cola in America. It just tastes like it. It's missing that je ne sais quoi, that American je ne sais quoi. That you can't get anywhere else, I guess. You want to know about our secret candies world, huh? You have to come to America. You ever been to Times Square and seen that big old M&M's chocolate store? I didn't get to go in there. I didn't have enough money, but I thought it was cool looking. I wanted to go in there and just eat the whole damn store. But New York is expensive. That's for the rich. Not for a poor working class Salina boy. Trying to make his way up in the world, thinking that he could go to New York and become something. It's like, God just told me this is not your home. Alright, go. It looks cool for a vacation, but that's not your home. That's how I ended up back here. Everyone was like, why didn't you stay in New York City? I was like, because I don't think it's my home. It was nice, the food was great, the sights were great, the museums were great. I don't know about all the seedy shit, I couldn't figure it out myself, so I didn't go there. But the stores were great. I did go to the sex museum though, with Keith Haring. I thought Keith Haring deserved some recognition for being a good American artist. So, I don't know. But yeah, I went to a sex museum and it was just full of Keith Haring everywhere. Keith Haring this, Keith Haring that. So I was like, well, he must be a very important figure too. Because I've heard about him, like many of them. And I've seen a lot of his artwork, but I didn't know how important and legendary and iconic he was in New York City. I knew he kind of dominated the scene, but in the 80s. But yeah, I saw some Keith Harings there, and I saw a whole bunch of stuff, so even at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, can't say I haven't seen all those exhibits to some degree. The ones you always see them advertise on there, like the big old Polynesian thing, and the Chinese one. But you know what I noticed about New York City when I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art? They did have an Art Deco section. That was the only empty area. I was like, what? Yeah. Like nobody was there. So I stood there and just looked. I was like, wow. I don't know, I'm not a big major, like, I wouldn't say Art Deco is my favorite, but it definitely reminds me of America. I mean, I wasn't going to stand there and watch the woman breastfeeding her child in front of the Virgin Mary lithograph, whatever, from Renaissance Italy in 17 whatever. So I don't know if it was performance art or what have you, but yeah. It's New York City. You don't know what you're going to come across. So. Wasn't like Seoul, South Korea, but I'll tell you that, or Tokyo. People just, I don't know, when I was in New York City, I didn't feel like everyone was just kind of hanging out, you know, when I was there. I always felt like I was being rushed to go somewhere. And it's like, they're always on the go. Everybody's like, so I was like, I can't do that, I don't think. I can't get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, run across the Brooklyn Bridge to get to work and then come back home at like 10 o'clock. I don't think I could handle that. That's a lot of work for me to just get from one place to another and spend my whole day like that. Not saying New York City is not worth but it's just not for a Kansas boy like me, who likes to sit there and watch the fucking clouds, you know, the blue skies of Kansas. And I don't know, where I don't feel like I'm clustered fucked in with like 500 people in one little place. You know, I live in an apartment complex right now and I can't. Let's just say, obviously you know how I feel about it. You know, but it is what it is. It could be worse. It could be worse. At least I have a place to live for now, for today. So I'm sure I'll get kicked out anyway, so oh well. Could be worse, I guess. I don't know. Could be homeless in New York, right? That would really suck. At least I know where to go in Salina, I guess. I've been here long enough. But nah, New York City is too much. You have to be born and bred there. If you're not part of New York City, then you're just visiting, I guess. That's how I see it. If you don't know it, then yeah. It's like Lawrence, Kansas. Yeah, you know what I mean? Lawrence, Kansas is a college town. After whatever, the school semester, I'm assuming not everyone stays in New York City, you know what I mean? They might return later, unless they've been born and bred there, but the vast majority of people in New York City are probably not from there. I can't imagine, like, I can't imagine like Christmas time, like in New York City, and not going to, I don't know, Connecticut to see your family while you work in New York City and trying to, I don't know. But yeah. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that day and night. It's too much stress for me. I mean, I've always wanted to visit Washington, D.C. I always thought that was a beautiful place looking, but oh well. I just want to visit. I don't want to stay. But I definitely don't want to meet the president. I don't want to meet President Trump because he scares me. Because he's so powerful. I don't think he would be impressed with a Salina, Kansas ragamuffin like myself, street urchin. So yeah. Or any president for that matter, on the Democratic side or the Republican end. Any politician that is high profile. I think they just go to the landmarks really, but look at that stuff. I don't think I would fit into a circle, if you know what I mean. I still out of place and uncomfortable. Anyways, I'd be embarrassed because I didn't know what to do properly, you know? Like, I'd hate to be in a photo op looking like a fucking troll in front of everyone. That would be so embarrassing. So no, I'll just go to, what is that? Lincoln Memorial, Vietnam Memorial, shit like that. Maybe even visit the White House, see what it looks like, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't see the Statue of Liberty in New York City. Although I wanted to, I saw the Statue of Liberty from the airplane, though. I think it was closed off at the time. I really don't like going up in high places anymore. So, did I go up on the Empire State Building? What is it, like $20 to go do that? That's like 3 hours of me working in the factory. You know, 3 hours working in the factory. Maybe 4 hours working in factory. So. But I did see it from the outside. Unless I'm able to go into those spaces, I really don't try to crash them. Unless I'm invited or something, but I think most of the time I just take a rain check. Nowadays. All right. Take a break. Just felt like getting cleaned up. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's great about social media and calling out people like politicians on there. It's like there's probably 1,000 people that do that every day. I was just like, whatever at this point. I've heard it a million times. So it's like I'm just a spit in the bucket compared to millions of people that probably call and comment out to celebrities and politicians. All right, I have to use the bathroom. So when I was a kid, they used to have these things called Bop magazine or whatever, and they used to put the address of like celebrities in the back of it. Like, oh, if you can contact Michael Jackson or whoever at this address, just send your whatever you want to send in. I always thought, oh yeah, maybe this time. Maybe this time they'll notice me. You know. Um, Maybe I'll get like, I don't know, a signed autograph, something or a letter. The only time that worked, I'll tell you the only time that worked. Mm. It was me and my uncle, who was married to my aunt, uh, my mom's sister. My uncle, uh, he helped me write a letter to Garbage Pail Kids. Garbage Pail Kids, yeah. So, thinking of like names for different Garbage Pail characters. And they actually contacted me back, which I thought was the coolest thing. But I don't have that letter anymore. Well, so yeah. I think it was Tops. I still have Garbage Pail Kids from the 80s. I guess I have to leave those. Oh boy, who is this? Don't tell me who it is. God damn it. But yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. I collected them. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. Beautiful Kansas skies. So yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. I used to like to collect them. I was first introduced to them in elementary school. It scared the shit out of me, I'll tell you that. When I first saw them, I thought, oh my god, these things are scary as hell. And then I became obsessed with them. So yeah. After a while, beautiful Kansas skies. Sky looks pretty today, doesn't it? Almost looks like heaven. Who knows, right? Not that the Sky Daddy, but you know, it looks pretty enough to be heaven. Look how beautiful Kansas skies really are. I don't know if you guys get that where you are, but yeah, that's what we get here. Miles and miles of it, you can see. All from my doorstep. I never saw that in New York City. They do have beautiful buildings, I'll tell you that, but I know this is what we have in Kansas. Blue skies. Ain't that a picturesque view, huh? Look at that. Very picturesque. What would you say it is? Who's that guy? No. I don't know what his name is. I forget. He's an artist. Swimming pool. The pool one. Swimming pool. I don't know what it's called. Swimming pool something. Looks like something he'd draw, maybe. Maybe an Edward Hopper, I don't know. Who knows? Forget. Miles and miles of blue skies and clouds. you say farm boys of Kansas, is that a good sign or a bad sign? They probably say it's good. It means it's full of, I don't know, water or something. I don't know, hell if I know. Just in time for crops, I guess, to be, I don't know. Nothing like driving down a Kansas dirt road in the middle of the night and you see all these combines going, looking like fucking UFOs in the middle of a field, thinking that they're gonna scare the shit out of me sometimes. There's just, I was like, is this like, am I watching crop circles in the making, right? But yeah, if you don't know, you don't know. Nothing like driving down a Kansas dirt road at midnight and seeing these huge combines just tear the fuck up out of a wheat field. And you're just like, wait a second, what is that? What is that? Why is this high-tech thing in the middle of a wheat field, you know? If you know, you know. Throws you off sometimes, so. When you see miles and miles of just nothing except wheat field. So, don't say it hasn't happened to me a couple of times, but being a city boy. Let's see, what would this call? The scape or the landscape? What is it? I forget what it's called. Perspective. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Planes? Is it called planes of whatever? Anyways. Sorry, I'm not supposed to smoke on there, but getting tired of just sitting there, still for a second. Is Kansas a very conservative state? Yeah. But I do like Governor Laura Kelly. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. I'm sorry. I do. I know there's probably some people out there that are really, but I think she tries her best at pushing, you know, certain political, you know, things. Just like everybody, regardless. Republican, Democrat, Independent. I'm not a Republican, I already told you that, but, because my family's from the south of American South, so. My dad's a Republican, but anyways. So how am I a Democrat if, like, my family's from the South? I don't know. They're red states, right? They're red states. What are you talking about? Anyways. Old world politics? What no, is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know. What is once considered acceptable is no longer acceptable, if you know what I mean. Given the shift in whatever, still black folks and people of color and all that, and liberals still vote Democrat, like they've always done, right? I mean, if you set like certain political issues aside, you look at things like a country's independence, I guess. Seoul, South Korea being one example. Even though it's a republic, you know what I mean? No. What did the southern states in America try to do during the Civil War? Not segregate. Oh shit, not another one of those damn things. Here we go again. Good thing it flew out, I hope. I don't mean to cause a stir, but, you know, I like history. They try to put me in a history major in college, but I was just like, I don't know, literature just sounded better to me. It seemed more personal, if you know what I mean. Anyways, anyways, I'm going to upload this and get everything done. So I'll be back with you guys later. All right. You guys have a good day.